Welcome into the Joy to the World podcast, the show that celebrates the good in humanity and highlights those who bring joy to their world. Now give it up for your host, Joy.
Well, I'm here with Teresa from the Special Olympics of Lake County, Indiana. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'm just going to start by asking you a few questions. How old do you have to be in the Special Olympics?
8 years old, and you can be up over 100. So our oldest one right now is 76.
Okay. And how far or where do you guys travel to do your athletics?
We travel all the way down to by Cincinnati, Ohio for our winter games. We do snowshoeing and skiing down there. It's a 3-day trip, so a lot of fun. We stay in hotels. And
So do any of the athletes have to pay anything out of their pockets to do any of this?
no, we raise money for to pay their fees and transportation and to help with the equipment and your uniforms and stuff.
So what type of fundraising do you do then for that?
We do a roundup at Strackenville Hills. The Eagles have a bingo for us, and we do a spaghetti dinner, and we've done a pancake breakfast. We just had one in Hobart. Trying to think what else. Bingo Eagles, we did that.
Yeah. So those are ones that you guys put on. So you could do them anywhere in Lake County.
Yes.
Okay. So like sometimes maybe a little bit further north in Lake County, you could do it in South Lake County, wherever you guys wanted to do those.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
With the monies coming in. So like, let's say I wanted to donate money. How or what is the best way for an individual to donate money to the Special Olympics to go towards these expenses? Because your expenses get to be, what was it, like $17,000 some last year?
Yeah. It was $17,000 to go to summer games between all the fees.
And that's just the summer games. That's not including all the other things you do.
Right.
So like that's if it's a summer games, how many other events do you go to? Other? Look at me. I can't even talk.
Well, we do winter games, summer games. We have EKS games, which
Okay.
is our golf and softball, flag football. So we go year round. Our sports go from January to December. So
And so some may play, let's say, let's get back to golf. Oh, not back to it. We'll just hit it. So if they are in the golf and they practice, you practice at what you said, Oak Knoll?
our unified teams play at Oak Knoll and Crown Point. Our
so
skills teams play at practice at Belmora.
Okay. So if they're practicing in Oak Knoll and you guys have to pay some fees, I'm sure, at Oak Knoll, and somebody wants to help you with just your practice fees, can somebody send you a check and say, hey, I'd like this to just go towards practice at Oak Knoll?
Yes, we have a P.O. box. They can write a check to Special Olympics Lake County, and then we would deposit and we would pay for those fees.
Okay. What's that P.O. box?
P.O. Box 232, Lowell, Indiana, 46356.
Okay. And they would write the check out to?
Special Olympics Lake County.
Okay. Because also, too, I know you guys do bowling.
Yes.
And the bowling's here in Lowell.
Yep, we have one out here at Country Lanes.
Okay.
And they pay their bowling fee there, but we pay all their fees to go to state, sectionals, area, and all that.
So again, if somebody wanted to help with the bowling practice lane fee, you could do that as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And we do have bowling in Hobart and Dyer and in Maryville.
Oh, so somebody really could help with those fees.
Yeah.
And then, or just a simple donation to help with the Special Olympics of Lake County.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about more of the sports.
More of the sports. Okay, we do basketball, volleyball. We do cornhole. We're just starting up cornhole. And they do the skiing, the snowshoeing. We have powerlifting, which is a lot of fun, and cycling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do a lot. And we want to start swimming and pickleball.
Well,
So-
you and I were talking about the pickleball.
Yeah.
So now that we have a pickleball court in Lowell, maybe we could start practicing at the pickleball court
That
in
would be
Lowell.
awesome.
Because if you did do the practicing here in Lowell for pickleball, where would your competition be?
Well, all counties all over the state of Indiana, they have teams. So you would hook up with a coach. They send us out a directory of who all has teams, and then you would call and set up practices and stuff. But usually the state things are done in Indianapolis.
Okay.
You know.
So now you would just have to practice and get a really good team for pickleball.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. And then swimming. We were talking about swimming. What a challenge. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
what a challenge it is to find a pool to practice in.
Yes, we're having a hard time with that.
So I'm just gonna search, and like I already started that search today of like trying to find a pool for everybody to practice in.
Yeah.
I know Lowell right now we can't really bother our Lowell High School right now because they're trying to put in a new pool, but trying to find a place in Lake County for you guys to practice swimming in.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And now, a quick word from this episode's sponsor.
Looking to update your floors with something fresh, durable, and beautiful? Look no further than Lowell Carpet and Coverings, your hometown flooring expert since 1996. Located right in the heart of downtown at 317 East Commercial Avenue in Lowell. Our family-owned and operated business has been helping neighbors just like you find perfect flooring for their families. Whether you're after plush carpet, stylish vinyl, or classic hardwood, we'll guide you every step of the way, from product education to expert installation. At Lowell Carpet and Coverings, your satisfaction is our satisfaction. That's our promise to the community for nearly 30 years. Stop in today and see why we're known for being stable, helpful, and proudly community involved. Lowell Carpet and Coverings, flooring done right by people who care.
Thank you for sponsoring the show. And now, let's get back into the episode.
So that's something we'll try to work on. And like I said, you and I will become a team on trying to find that.
Yeah. That'd be
And not only that, like all the equipment you guys use, I know the Rotary Club of Lowell is trying to help you find a storage unit for storing all of your equipment in.
Yes.
But besides that, what are some other needs that you guys have? Do you need equipment, or do you guys have the equipment you need?
Well, we always need equipment. You know what I mean? Like golf clubs, when we get new players, we'll need golf clubs.
Oh, yeah, I never
we get
thought about
stuff
that.
donated a lot of times. Old, people that want a new set or whatever will bring up. Some of them have left. One week I went into Oak Knoll and the guy had 4 sets for us. Somebody left there and
Oh, that's
donated. So that was
awesome.
very nice. So we were able to pass those out to athletes that are moving up from skills that need more than the 3 clubs that they use in skills. So that worked out really nice. And so they're always needing equipment, or they outgrow, or with our skiers, they need helmets that run a couple $100 because it's got to be a
I
certain
never thought
kind
about
of
that because you do
helmet.
need that. Yeah.
So I'm always looking for helmets and different things for them to wear.
And then I never thought about this too, because each sport probably needs a different kind of sport, like your shirts or your pants or your shoes or whatever. You need
Right.
that kind of equipment too.
Right.
So you fit everybody for their stuff.
Right.
So let's say somebody wants to get into the sport. How does somebody bring their child, their sibling, their whomever wants to start this? How do they get a hold of you to start this?
Well, they could call me, or they can email.
Okay.
And we can tell them where we're at, where the practices are, and find out where the closest place for them, or more convenience, and plus what day, because some teams practice on Saturday, some practice on Tuesday. Just works, whatever works best for
Okay,
them.
so we'll post that email and your phone number on there
Okay.
so that somebody can
That'd
get a
be
hold
great.
of you. Because I'm just saying somebody could be, 10 or 40 years old and want to start this now.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
We have somebody just started that's in his 50s, and he's just loving it. He's been doing bowling, and now he's going to come out to cornhole. So
Oh, that's awesome. So
that's
where do you
nice.
guys play cornhole at?
We've been practicing out at Country Lanes. She lets us store bags there while we practice.
Oh,
And then we just take them out in the grassy area and practice out there.
I see.
And then we have a team in Hobart that practice at a park. And then we have another team that practices up in Griffith,
So when you go to competition for cornhole, where do you go to competition at?
down in Indianapolis.
All right. Then you have to have cornhole shirts.
Yes, and hats, and certain bags,
Yeah. And so do you take your own equipment for that, or do they have, when you go to competition, they have their own equipment there for
They have the
competition?
equipment. For cornhole, they have their equipment.
All right.
So
And then what do you guys do for housing while you're gone?
hotels, we rent hotels, and when we go to summer games, they stay at Indiana State University in Terre Haute.
Oh.
We take over that whole campus from Thursday to Sunday.
And then what about food?
The ones that stay on campus get
Mm-hmm.
to eat in the dorms, get to eat in the college cafeterias.
Okay.
And then some of our families stay off campus in hotels, and they have to go to the restaurants or whatever. But
So all the money you're trying to raise is to really sustain the equipment, the uniforms, the travel expenses, and what else?
their uniforms and their food, because like when we go down summer games, Thursday night there's not the cafeteria ain't open, so we have a big pizza party. So I order
Oh,
pizza
yeah.
from Papa John's and they deliver it, and the kids eat and stuff like that there. So I mean, there's always, and we have parties for them. We have a Halloween party for them, a Christmas party. Santa brings them gifts, and they have the dances, and so we're always.
So usually when you do have a celebration for them, what places are you utilizing to throw a party for them? Woo.
Well, we were using St. Matthias, but right now they're having issues with their insurance. You know, it's harder for them. It was expensive, so they've kind of stopped renting out their facilities. So we're
So
going
you're
to.
also looking for maybe a facility that would maybe donate their space to you guys for something like this?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're always Hobart Moose. We're going to have our Halloween party there this year, so they donated that hall for us for that day.
And so when is your next event?
Our next, well,
Or is it like every weekend?
every weekend?
Okay.
My unified golf teams, the kids get to pick 4 stops all over the state of Indiana. And we are going to Tippecanoe on Sunday.
Oh, that's awesome.
6 of our unified teams are going down.
So does everybody drive themselves, or sometimes do you have to rent buses or other transportation?
Yeah, we rent vans or buses
Okay.
to get down there.
And then do you guys have to get special insurance for all that?
Yeah, it's like through Special Olympics and stuff.
Oh,
and when I
Special
rent
Olympic. Okay.
vans, I do put extra insurance, because I don't want, our coaches are volunteering their time already.
That is true.
I don't want it to go against them, so I always paid for the extra insurance for
Got it.
them. So
Well, it looks like you guys, I mean, all the volunteers you have, everybody putting in their own time. I mean, and you're busting your butt, putting in all your extra time. It's a lot to ask of people to do all this, but then again, they're doing it for their family member or their loved one. What other things can you think of that, like, the community could help with that, I don't know, that they can't think of, that might be something little to us but significant to you?
they're always more than welcome to come out to a practice, help out.
That's a smart thing.
You know, it's always fun to watch them. And a lot of the kids, you know, they could be a unified partner, even though they're not related to anybody. They can come out and, I mean, I have people that are unified partners with, they don't even have a kid in the program, but they come out and want to play or, you know, do something.
Right, just
with
to
them.
help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's always really nice.
That sounds awesome. Well, actually, it's kind of sounds fun because then they get excited because somebody else is interested in what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a program with our athletes that we go down to Butler, and it's 2 weekends a year, and the kids are able to earn a degree.
Oh, really?
Yes, they do technology, communications, visual art, coaching. Some of our athletes have become coaches, and then some of them help run like a fundraiser, and that's like in their program that they have to do.
And is there any time that the kids do their own fundraising, like they unify together to try to do a fundraising, or is it just during the pancake, you know, and the spaghetti meals and all of that they're doing it?
Right now, we're doing it. The kids come out and help do all that stuff.
Okay.
But we've been working on them trying to, like, they make the decision, like, what kind of fundraiser do you want to have?
I got you.
What kind of gift do you want for Christmas? You know, they kind of work together and vote on kind of what they want. So we're just there to make sure they get what they like.
Yeah.
What they need.
Well, it makes them happy.
Yeah.
And then they choose the sport that they're in, correct?
Yes. Yes. So, and then we have 2 of our athletes that have made it. They're going to USA Games in 2026.
Really?
So, yeah, for Lake County. So we have a power lifter, Andrew Dizak, and our cornhole team, Chris Hoover and his dad Thomas, are going to go as unified partners for cornhole.
That's
So-
awesome.
And that's in Minnesota. So that's kind of fun. They're going to be working to raise money for that.
Right. And they'll probably raise individual money for
Yes.
that. I gotcha.
Yeah. So that's really cool. So we've never had anybody go from Lake County. So we're excited.
Well, that's because Lake County's cool.
Yes.
A quick word from this episode's sponsor.
Your wedding day is one of the most important days of your life. A day filled with love, laughter, and countless moments you'll never want to forget. Every moment is a part of your unique story. At Handprint Media, we don't just capture these moments, we preserve them. Every smile, every tear, Every unforgettable dance, we make sure it lives on forever. Because your love deserves to be remembered beautifully. Let us tell your story so you can relive it again and again. Handprint Media, capturing love and creating memories.
Thank you for sponsoring the show. And now, let's get back into the episode.
So, Teresa, what makes the Special Olympics Special Olympics? Like, for anybody that doesn't know what Special Olympics are.
It's for individuals that are mild to mild handicapped that maybe can't play on a regular team or whatever. And we've got some pretty good athletes, but there's some that have to have like different skill levels. So we have to adjust the sport to make it better for them. To make the, like bowling, we have ramps. So some kids can't throw the ball. So we have ramps that they can put the ball on there and push the ball and kind of move the ramp to where they want the ball to go. So you kind of adjust the sport for them to make it where they can be part of a team. So.
And then for like golf, how would everything be adjusted for golf?
Well, they would, like golf, we have skills. So when they're starting out and they do putting, long drive, and chipping. So that's their competition for that time. So they would start out with that, and it just works at their level. And so when we send down their information, they're put in. They're divided up by their scores and their age. So everything is kind of on the same level when they go in there, when they're competing against in their division. They make divisions for them. So.
Okay. And then also too, you guys have a Facebook?
Yes, we have a Facebook.
And it is what?
Don't ask me.
I believe it is
SO Lake County-Indiana.org.
That's your
website.
And I think your Facebook is Special Olympics Lake County, Indiana. I believe that's your Facebook. Yeah, I was just wanting to try to like educate everybody of what Special Olympics was, because I think, a lot of people are like, what makes it special? Or, who are the people that qualify for this program?
I will tell you something. It's the first time I've ever seen it. We were down at Summer Games and they have bocce. And we went over to watch them because some of the athletes are, what is bocce? So we went over there to watch, and I could hear this person hitting a cowbell, like hitting the bell. The girl that was playing, the athlete, was blind. So they hit the bell, and that's how she threw the ball.
Like
so the guy would
bell.
stand by the white ball, and he would hit that. So she would throw it by the ball. So otherwise she wouldn't be able to play, because how would you know where that ball was?
Right.
So they adjusted that sport to her.
But like you said before, the skills for these kids, you're adjusting the skill level for that person.
Right.
Well, that's special.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with the Lake County Special Olympics for Indiana, how many athletes do you guys have?
We have almost 300 athletes in Lake
So
County.
with the 300 athletes, like, you guys don't all travel at once.
No, because not every athlete wants to do certain sports.
So whatever that sport is at that time, that's where you guys go, except probably for the summer games and the winter games. More people go at that time.
Surprisingly, we have a lot at summer games. We had 132 athletes this year. Winter games is about 30. So a lot of them don't like the cold.
It's kind of like me. So how did you get started in this?
My youngest son, Nicholas, was in 8th grade, and he wanted to do it. So,
and then there you go. You got sucked in from that point forward.
Well,
all of us volunteers are like that.
The first year he was with the school, she's like, "Okay, we're going to take him to winter games." I'm like, "Oh, I have to go," and she's like, "Oh, no, you can't." They go on, they just took them and they went. I'm like, "Oh, I don't know about that," but they did really good, and it's a learning thing for them. They grow up and, he does a lot of the sports. So wherever we have practices,
I know, but he really
night.
Likes it.
He does. He loves it. So.
I like to listen to him talk about it. And we also know that he likes water with no lemon.
Yeah. Yes.
But, well, I'm proud of you for doing all this and being
you.
so dedicated for so long. There's a lot of little points that hopefully people go back over. I hope that people do reach out to help you, only because of the fact that it takes so much money, so much time, and you've brought up so many good points that it doesn't have to be new equipment. It
No.
just has to be equipment that you guys can use.
Right.
So if somebody is interested in donating their equipment to get a hold of you, if it's just some money that people can help with on practices or for your travel expenses, that would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
So just take the time out to reach to you via, through your P.O. box, through your email, or through your telephone. So I guess telephone wouldn't be cell phone. I'm so
Yeah.
old. Listen
Text.
to me. Use your dial tone phone. But those are some fantastic ways to get a hold of you just to see how you could help. And it's not that it's just the Lake County. We don't want to be that way. Yes, they're all over our county in Indiana. But we're just saying Teresa's here for the Lake County.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but there are Special Olympics in Porter County and Indiana and all the other counties. But Lake County is who we're speaking for this evening. So
Yes. Thank you.
you're welcome. And thank you for coming. I just so greatly appreciate it. And I hope that we can accomplish some things for you. I hope that, I just hope that can continue on and you have the funds to keep helping all of them.
Yes. That would be great.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank you. And maybe we'll get some more athletes too.
Yeah, well, and that's another good point, right? It's not always about the money. It's about helping them.
Yes.
So getting more athletes would be the point of letting them experience all the fun that everybody else is experiencing.
Yes. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Good point.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Joy to the World podcast. Be sure to follow us on Spotify and click that subscribe button on YouTube. Tune in next week to meet another person bringing joy to their world.